Hey,
Hi guys, and welcome back to Mima's Crafts and Chaos. So I thought today that I got this big chicken mold from Let's Resin. It says it holds 17.3 ounces, but we're not going to use that much because I'm going to fill her with these big pearls I have. I have two different sizes in here. The package came with, I think, 5 different sizes, and I just got all the smaller ones out and went with the 2 biggest sizes. And since all my chickens have red combs, I thought I would put these little red pearls in her comb up here. And then if I can, this is a little yellow bead. I thought maybe I might try and get that to stay in her beak. If I can't, no, I can't. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. So I've just been trying to decide how much resin I think I might need. I think I might mix up 10. I can always put the rest in something else if I don't use the full 10, but I'm thinking 10 will be enough, especially because I want her completely full with the beads. And I measured this out. We should be able to get almost all of these, not quite all of them, but almost all of them in there. So I'm going to get 10 ounces of resin mixed up, and then we'll get started. All right. So I have the 10 ounces mixed up. I did run it through my bubble chamber for 5 minutes. When I mix up my resin, I don't think I've ever really said this. I have 2 of the cups. I mix part A in 1 cup and part B in another cup. I pour part A in 1 cup and part B in another cup. I have A and B written on the cups. I actually have just some really hot tap water. I don't boil it or anything. It's just right out of my tap, the hottest I can get it out of my tap. Have a little bucket there. And as I pour each one, I set them over, especially part A, because part A is so much thicker. I set them in the warm water, and then I will pour the part B in here first. Then I pour the part A, and I stir for 4 minutes. And sometimes if my part A is still kind of thickish, I will set this down in the warm water too to stir it for my 4 minutes, just so I get a nice, more runnier, not thick. And because my studio is down in the basement, and even in the summertime, it's colder down here than normal. So what I thought maybe I need to do is, if I want this little yellow bead to stay, I wish I had a yellow one that was small as those other ones, that I might need to UV resin that in, just so it'll kind of stay. It may not stay still, because you know how easy it is to break it through. But I was thinking that once I get some resin in there, and that it might hang on. I don't know. I might just be grasping here, but I just kind of want to make sure that yellow one stays in her beak. It may not. If not, then we'll just color it. That's all I can say, is we'll color it. So I'm just going to try and resin that in. And it may not even be the right size to stay there. I don't know. Like I said, I'm probably just grasping right now, hoping, whatever you want to call it. But we'll see if it'll stay. If not, it don't. If it does, it does. If it don't, it don't. We might just have a random yellow pearl in there floating around somewhere. Who knows? So, we'll see if it stays. Let's give it a little shot from this side. My resin is, I'm using the Let's Resin epoxy resin. I'm going to pour just a try to get it down in her little comb there. And we'll just see if we can just get enough in there that we should have sprayed some alcohol. My Resiner's air purifier just turned off, and now it'll probably turn on just because I've sprayed the the alcohol. It picks up alcohol quick. Let's see if we can get some of these down in there without making too giant of a mess. That's what I do, is make messes. Poke some of them down in there. Poke, 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 without trying to make too many bubbles. And I'm making bubbles. Oh, I also did put a teeny tiny bit of crushed crystal down in there, just because I did. Sometimes crushed crystal helps hide those itty bitty bubbles, the little tiny mica bubbles. Sometimes. Let's see if I can see what I'm doing here. Pushing these down in. No, you probably can't. But I'm just trying to get them down into her comb down there. Let's see if we... So far, so good on that itty bitty bead in her beak. Usually I don't have to look up what chickens look like. I can just look out. Usually I can just look out my craft window here and they're sitting there watching me. But today I don't have anybody watching. Oh, I lied. My little birdie is there. Birdie was named after my grandma. Her name, Birdie Lee. And so I have one named Lois after a grandma, and then I have another one named Mabel after a grandma. And then we have one named Evelyn after my husband's grandmother. And then we have one named Hannah. His other grandmother's name was Johanna, but we just call her Hannah. I don't know how much my grandmothers would have loved chickens being named after them, but oh well. I had a dog named Phoebe after my mother, but my mother loved dogs, so I figured she would love that too. I just lost my Phoebe a year ago in March. She was such a beautiful dog. She was a pit bull. Beautiful. My daughter used to call her the chocolatey velvet dog, or the velvety chocolate dog. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, so I've got those down in there. So we're going to stop there because I think it looks pretty good. And see, we still got that little one right there in its beak so far. Fingers crossed. Okay, so let's add a little bit more down in here. Probably should have sprayed some alcohol down in there. Oh, good, that hair's on the outside. And let's see if we can get that one right there down in her tail. These possibly will float. They're not like super light, but you know how things float in resin. So we got that little one down in there. Now let's just kind of put... I probably should put some in the resin and then put them in. That might help a little bit. I don't want to put them all in because I don't think I'm going to need them all. And I didn't want to cause bubbles either, but maybe I don't want to do that. That might cause problems. I don't know. Might be too hard to get them out of here now too. Because I don't want to put them all in, because then I might not use them all. I know it was going to take most of them. My resin's starting to get warm, so I better get some poured here. Let's just go ahead and not put them in the resin first. I know that I'm probably going to end up with bubbles, but let's just kind of hurry here. Not take my time. try to kind of make sure we got, I think I was just looking through some stuff, and I think I seen on Let's Resin website or somewhere they had their chicken full of pearls, and that's where I got the idea. I don't know what size pearls, and you don't see them making them or anything, but I just want to say it was either somewhere on their page or maybe when I bought it or something. I don't know for sure, but I know I seen this chicken full of pearls. So I just thought it looked really cute, and she's going to go in my kitchen with my other chicken stuff. Sometimes I even have a live chicken in there because Ethel thinks she can just come in anytime she wants. If you open the back door and she has a chance to run past you and into the house, she does. And I tell her all the time, this is the human coop, not the chicken coop, but she don't listen to me. She thinks that she's the boss. Oh, I think she's going to look so... Oh, my red beads all came out. Ah, I didn't even think about that. Dang it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh, that was close. See if we can poke these red beads back down in there. I don't want them out. And I'm not going to ruin her. Oh, I should have done that first. Ugh, this is not going to work. Okay. I got all those red ones out. We're just going to have to deal without them. And in the process of getting them out, I lost my beak. But that's okay. We'll just do this and see what we come up with. Hopefully everything will be okay. Now I probably have a bunch of bubbles, huge bubbles in there probably. I think maybe what I'm going to do, put you on a quick pause, change my gloves because they're super bad, and clean up this mess. And I'm going to run this through the bubble chamber really quick just to see if I can get some of those bubbles to come up. So I'll be right back. All right, I ran this through my bubble chamber, and I got a lot of big bubbles out from under there. And I do know that when you put the silicone in there too, that you're getting a lot of bubbles from that, but I think it helped. I think it helped a lot. And I'm hoping that what I have left here is not too thick now. Okay. So let's put some more of these in. Where did I will use this. It is getting pretty thick, but it will be the bottom. Probably a little too thick, but we'll see. I still might have to make up a tad more just to top her off good. Ugh, lots of bubbles. Look at the bubbles. Yuck. I hate bubbles. Ugh, that's so thick. All right. I know there's probably more I could scrape out of there, but it's so thick. Look at all the bubbles. Let's see if we spray some alcohol in there. Oh, there it is. See if we can. Oh, that is so thick. Cover up those. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I don't want those bubbles in there, but there's not much I can do about it right now. All right, so my fresh laid plans kind of went sideways on me. Just because of those little red ones. Dang it. I wish they would have stayed because I think that would have been cute. I should have put them in first and let them, or maybe, put them in with UV resin. I don't know. Next time, you know what they say, hindsight is 2020. Okay, my loves. We are going to let this cure. And then we will demold her and see if she's a disaster or not. Hopefully she's not, because I really want her to look cute, and that was a waste of a lot of pearls if she is a disaster. So, okay, I will see you on demold. All right, so she's cured, and I already took her out of the mold because I actually wasn't even going to finish this. I just thought, she didn't turn out the way I wanted her to. I just won't finish the video, but I figured, we need to show our fails too. So anyway, the pearls left her tail and her head. So there's no pearls in her tail or her head. And they floated up here, so I should have watched it better, but I was busy doing other stuff. But anyway, she's just going in my kitchen, so I'm not worried that that's not flat. And she sits okay. So I just thought, well, we'll go ahead, because she's actually not that bad looking. I mean, she could be worse, but I just didn't want to waste all these pearls. And like I said, I'm just going to put her in my kitchen anyway. So, and I usually do not use markers, but this time I'm going to. We're going to color her top knot. I think this is kind of a metallic color. I'd rather have the metallic than just a flat. I have two different reds here. We'll see which one looks better. Or maybe they're the same. Maybe they're the same. I don't know. That one does say, yeah, I think they're the same. I don't know. But, so we're going to do her comb with the red. Get this shaken up good. You can push down on the thing as much as you want, but if you don't have it shaken up, you're not going to get any. Ooh, that one's got an ugly tip. Let's see how this one's tip looks. Oh, this one's brand new. Okay, let's get this one shaken. So, like I said, you can push down on the tip as often as you want, but if you don't have your paint shaken, then you're not going to get much paint out. So, gotta break this loose, the little thing in there. Sorry for that. You can't get the ball broke loose in there. It's not going to work. All right. Let's give that a second. Maybe it'll. So I got these. These are itty bitty. They're for nail art is what they are. Thought I would give them a try for these itty bitty things. I like what Michelle on Glitz and Glitter did. She just popped those eyes off and put Google eyes. You know what? I might do the same thing. I have some cute Google eyes. Maybe we will do that. So, I think she just did it with a. If we can just cut. She's still kind of cutting into the side there instead of on her eyes. See if we can just get those eyes off. Make a flat surface there. She does have awfully tiny eyes. We'll try that. We'll try Michelle's trick. That's pretty good. Let me grab my Google eyes. I just got some. I went to run by Hobby Lobby the other day and grabbed some of these because I wanted them for another project, but they'll work for this one too. So let's see which ones we have in here. Oh, I think I kind of like that shape. Oh, it looks like we might have to take a little bit more off there to get it to be flat. maybe. Oh, dig into her comb. Oh yeah. Much better. Now we have a blind chicken for a minute. Okay, that's better. All right, let's get our little glue out here. This is, I guess this is like supposed to be like E6000, but it's called B7000. 7,000. Kind of like it because it has this little tip. Came with some jewelry molds that I got. Get that right over her little eye where we took it off. Oh, that'll be cute. Oh, dang it. Okay, just stay put. Stay. Did I get another one out or did I just get the one out? I guess I just got the one out. This is kind of fun little thing. It has big ones, round ones, ones with eyelashes and eyelids. Kind of funny. But I think she'll look cute with just these oval eyes. Make sure they're even. Okay, that works. Stay. No dripping down her face there. Alright, let's see if we can get this loosened up now. See how you can hear the ball in this one? You should be able to hear the ball in this one too. Sometimes you have to break them loose. And then it'll start. Give me one sec. Okay. I think I got one random piece of glitter in there. Floating around in her. Alright, I think I got it all done. Got it down. Seems to be working pretty good. It took me a minute to get that dislodged. But there we go. I think that's good for my pearl chicken. So anyway, there she is. She's not exactly what I was hoping for, but she will work. She will work. Not bad. I think she's cute, even though she's got an empty head. Kind of like me, I have an empty head too. So, okay guys. That's it for this one. So we will see you next time with another one. So anyway, and all I have to say to everybody is always embrace your chaos. Okay, guys, see you next time.